RTP question, paper 3, chapter 5, based on job costing, batch costing as well as process costing. Am I right? Hope you're having questions in your hand. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Naina, can you please read third question?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, please.
2 and 3. In process 3, a byproduct arises, which after further processing at a cost of rupees 85 per unit, product Z is produced. The information related for the month of August 2020 is as follows. Normal loss for process 1 is 5%, process 2 10%, process 3 is 5%. Material introduced 7,000 units, process 1 is 1,40,000. Other materials added, process 1 62,000, process 2 1,36,000, process 3 is 84,200. Direct wages, process 1 42,000, process 2 54,000, process 3 48,000. Direct expenses, process 1 14,000, process 2 16,000, and process 3 14,000. Production overhead for the month is 2,88,000, which is absorbed as a percentage of direct wages. The scraps are sold at 10 per unit. Product Z can be sold at rupees 135 per unit with a selling cost of rupees 15 per unit. Number of units produced. Process 1 6,600, process 2 5,200, process 3 4,800, and process product Z 600 units. There is no stock at the beginning and end of the month. You are required to prepare accounts for process 1, 2, and 3 and byproducts process.
Very good. Such a beautiful problem. This is based on process costing. That too, process costing combined with joint product by product. It's a combination of process costing with joint product by product. So, you know various methods of costing. Here, two methods they merged. First, what are all the methods of costings are there? Unit costing, cost sheet. Process costing, joint product by product costing, job costing, batch costing, contract costing. Next, service sector costing. These are all collectively called methods of costing. So first learn the concept, thereafter you can solve the problem so that you won't get any confusion. Because the entire costing is plus addition, subtraction only. But why you are adding, why you are multiplying, why you are dividing, if you know the concept, any twist problem also, any complicated problem also you can solve. Even this examination, they ask question based on process costing, that to compulsory question, 5-mark question. But this is an RTP based question. With respect to here, now two methods they merged. One is process costing, another one is joint product by product. With respect to process costing, here our object is mere preparation of process accounts. You know, output of the one process going to become input for the next process. And you might have learned process account, format for the process account in your regular class itself. Am I right? Say it's a format based one. Plus you have to introduce the concept called byproduct also here. So then we can complete the problem. Each and every process is a cost center. We are incurring the cost. So here, how many processes are there? In this question, how many processes are there?
3 process.
Three
process.
Very good. For each and every process, we have to incur. We are incurring the cost. Therefore, every process is a cost center. Every cost center, you have to prepare account. You have to prepare separate account. Therefore, how many accounts you have to prepare?
3 accounts.
3 accounts. Process 1 account, process 2 account, process 3 account. But the end product is a cost unit process. very first topic we come across what is called the cost center and what is called the cost unit, the basic concept, right? Here cost center is every process, therefore you have to prepare separate account for each and every process. And the cost unit is the output of the end product. So end process, output of the end process. Which one is the end process?
Process 3.
Process 3 is the end process. In that end process, we are having two products. One is called main product. Another is called byproduct. Therefore, here joint and byproduct also coming here. Right? Byproduct concept also here coming here. So you have to identify which one is the main product, which one is whenever byproduct comes, main product should be there, then only byproduct will come. The difference between joint product and byproduct is here, even though two methods have been merged, one is process costing method, another one is joint product byproduct. In joint product byproduct, two different things are there. Joint product is there, byproduct is there. Here byproduct arises, not joint product. Joint product means parallelly I'm going to produce more than one product, means joint product. Byproduct means one main product I'm producing. While producing the main product, incidentally or accidentally another product is emerged, mean that is called byproduct. If you're going to see the beauty of the question, they are producing one product by way of process 1, process 2, process 3. In process 3, another product is also emerged. That another product is called byproduct. Or it be now. What is the main product? And whenever byproduct comes, the concept comes into the picture, you should know what is the main product, what is the byproduct. Then only accounting treatment possible. Kindly refer the question. Here, which one is the main product? Vandana. Which one is the main product, Kanna? Kindly refer the question. Ragini. Which one is the main product? Sudarshan, kindly participate. Which one is the main product? Whenever byproduct concept comes into the picture, main product should be there and the byproduct should be there. Which one is the main product, Kananena?
Product X, sir.
Product X, very good. Which one is the byproduct?
Product Z.
Z, that is specifically given in this question. Am I right? Kindly note it down. This question, kindly note it down. This question is based on process costing within bracket mere preparation of process account. Mere preparation of process account hyphen segment 1. Hyphen segment 1. Why I am telling mere preparation of process account hyphen segment 1? That concept I am going to introduce by way of solving the next problem. Okay, step by step we can go. In this problem, you know, mere preparation of process account and segment 1. That is important. Okay, what is segment 2 and all we are going to discuss in later by way of solving the another problem. And close the bracket, thereafter and join product by product concept. Within bracket by product. Because in this problem, byproduct is there, right? Byproduct. So the speciality of the problem is what? Two methods merged, merging of two methods. Second point. Main product is equal to, what is it? Product X.
Yes, sir.
Product X. Yeah, product X. Byproduct is equal to product Z. Product X is the main product, product Z is the byproduct. Next point. In process costing, each and every process are called hash. What? Each and every process are called what?
Cost centers.
Cost center. Cost center. cost center. Each and every process are called cost center. Because we are incurring cost for every process. We are incurring cost for every process. And hence, we have to prepare separate account. Hence, we have to prepare separate account for each and every process. Each and every process. Hence, we have to prepare separate account for each and every process. Understood? These are all the concepts you should learn before you are going to test the problem. Okay. Now, shall I go for the solution part based on the concept? In line with the concept, we are going to solve the solution. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen here. Every process you have to prepare separate account. Process A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. What is given in this question?
Process 1, 2, 3, sir.
1, 2, 3, sir.
So, process 1 account. Okay. It's a concept based one. It's a format based one. For writing format also, you carry marks. So, what is the format? Particulars, unit, rate, and amount. It's a format for the process account. Format which is prescribed by the ICAI. Okay. Now, how much the opening input given in this question? How much the opening input given in this question?
Sir, 7,000 units.
Input quantity, am I right? Input introduced in this problem. Input comes to 7,000 quantity. Any value given in this question?
For process 1, sir, 1,40,000.
With respect to process 1, 1 lakh?
40,000.
Lakh and 40,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, then what could be the rate?
20.
20 rupees rate per unit. Clear? This is the input introduced
Yes,
during
sir.
this. Now, all the expenses you have to debit. You have to debit the process account. Then refer what all the expenses are there. Any material, other materials, other material is there. Yeah, direct material is there.
Yes, sir.
How much can I?
Direct wages.
Any direct material?
62,000.
62,000 direct material or other materials. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Direct wages.
42,000.
42,000.
42,000.
42,000. Next,
Direct expenses.
direct expenses. How much can I?
14,000.
14,000. Any other expenditure is there? Any other expenditure?
Production overhead, sir.
Production overhead is there. Very good. This type of problem in exam, in general, many students used to skip the production overhead. They won't notice properly. Production overhead is all. Sometimes they'll give in terms of percentage. Sometimes in total they'll give. Sometimes you have to apportion. In this problem, total production overhead is there that we have to apportion among the 3 processes. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen here. Then we have to prepare working note. Working note with respect to production overhead. How much the total production overhead?
2,88,000.
2,88,000 for process 1, process 2, process 3. 3 together
Yes, sir.
total overhead. Am I right? Total production
Yes, sir.
overhead to produce the product. That you have to apportion among process 1, process 2, process 3 in what ratio?
Direct
is
wages,
there. Direct wages is
percentage
the
of
criteria. Am I right? Yes. Good.
yes,
Kunal.
sir.
Direct wages for the process 1. How much the process 1's direct wages? 42,000. Yeah.
42,000.
And
Yes, sir.
similarly, process 2, how much Kanna?
54,000.
54,000.
Process 2, 54,000. And process 3,
48,000.
48,000.
48,000. Okay. Therefore,
Yes.
total direct wages comes to how much Kanna? Process 1, 2, 3 together.
One lakh 44,000.
1,44,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Total factory overhead 1,44,000. Total direct wages 1,44,000 means our total production overhead 2,88,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
It's nothing but double. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
total direct wages into 200%, am I right, is equal to what? Our total overhead. Am I right or not? Nothing
Yes,
but
sir.
double the production overhead, double the direct
Sir.
wages is equal to production overhead. Nothing but 200% of direct wages is equal to production overhead. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, what about the 200%
Yes, sir.
that doubled for the production overhead for process 1? 42,000 into 2 is equal to 200% of 42,000 is equal to
84,000.
84,000.
84,000.
Similarly, 200% of 54,000 is equal to
108,000.
108,08,000. And last one,
96,000.
check it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the total comes to 2,88,000. So working note for production overhead. Any doubt with respect to working note for the production overhead? Kanna?
No, sir.
So production overhead is equal to for process 1 to 84,000 based on working note. Working note 1. Are you comfortable?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Based on the first working note, 84,000. Any other expenditure is there? That's all, no? Debit side, all the expenses over. Any doubt in debit side?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Now, then credit side you have to go. By normal loss. Same accounting treatment you have to write. Here you have to put debit side in the format. Here you have to put credit side. Amount in rupees, you have to write rupees, everything in rupees. Better you can put rupees symbol. Okay. Then the 2 by and all you have to write. Okay. Similarly, by
Yes, sir.
plus format also there. Normal loss at the rate of what percentage?
5%.
On what?
5%.
On
Five.
unit.
On which unit? Production input unit, am I right? 7,000 into 5% comes
Yes,
to
sir.
normal loss. 5% on 7,000.
350, sir. 350 units.
550 is the normal loss. Normal loss. Any salvage value is there for the normal loss?
Yes, sir. 10 per unit.
10 rupees. Therefore, normal loss total value comes, salvage value total comes to
3,500.
6,500. By how much the output transferred to next process?
6,650 units.
600.
650, 600 agana.
600, sir.
6,600 quantity is the output. Now, up to this stage,
Yes.
yeah, listen here, just listen here. Up to this stage, posting over, am I right? Except for production
sir.
overhead, everything what is there in this question is parked in the respective place. So posting over. So whenever you come across process costing, kindly remember, whenever you come across process costing, first draw the process account. Particulars unit rate amount, debit side, credit side, to by rupees. The process account format you have to write. Format also carries mark. If you're not writing the format, reduction in mark will be there in exam. The next step, you have to prepare. After giving the posting, debit side all expenses, credit side normal loss and output transfer to the next process, we have to prepare work. We have to start working note 1. Here already we did the working note with the production overhead. The next working note you have to prepare. So immediately the very next working note is called process loss. Process loss. Now, formula for the process loss is input quantity minus output quantity is equal to process loss quantity. Can you please repeat what minus what is equal to process loss quantity?
Input quantity minus output quantity is equals to process loss quantity.
Yeah. Input quantity. We have given input 7,000 quantity. Am I right?
Yes,
But
sir.
we got output 6,600 only. Therefore, in this process, because of this process, how much the loss happened? How much the loss
400
happened?
unit
400
quantity.
It may be units or
400
kg.
units.
400 units, you got the loss. Listen here, I gave 7,000 quantity input, but I got 6,600 is the output. So, because of this process, I lost 400 quantity. Therefore, loss happened in this process. That's why it's called a process loss. Any doubt in process loss?
No, sir.
Loss happened in this process. That's why it's
No,
called
sir.
process loss. Whenever process loss comes, that process loss you have to classify it into normal loss and abnormal loss. Normal loss always you have to compute based on percentage. Already we got it. 350 is a normal loss. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Balance
Yes, sir.
equal to over and above the normal loss is called abnormal loss. So how much abnormal loss?
Abnormal loss.
How much
50 units.
abnormal loss? 50 is abnormal loss. So any doubt with respect to computation of abnormal loss?
No, sir.
Are you comfortable?
No, sir.
So over and above the normal loss
Yes,
by abnormal loss. Okay, based on working 50 hours. I'll repeat once again, my dear student, listen here. Whenever you come across segment 1 in process costing, mere preparation of process account, format you have to draw the format. Debit side, all expenditure you have to pass. Credit side, normal loss, and the output transfer to next process. Thereafter, you have to prepare 2 working notes. First working note is called process loss. What is called the process loss? Input quantity minus output quantity is equal to process loss quantity. That process loss you have to segregate into 2 parts. One is normal loss, another one is abnormal loss. Up to this stage, understood?
Abnormal loss. Yes,
Now,
sir.
now we need 2 important things. What are all the things you need?
Value of abnormal loss and
Yes.
output that has
We
to
have produced in this process, you have produced 6,600 quantity output, and abnormal loss over and above the normal loss happened 50. What is the rate? What is the value for the same? That we have to identify. No. For that, you have to prepare next
Yes,
work.
sir.
The 2 working notes are important with respect to first segment. Next working note is called cost per unit. What are they called? Cost per unit. You have to compute per unit cost. Am I right? So, formula for the cost per unit is
Yes, sir.
gross cost. Okay, gross cost minus normal loss salvage value, gross cost minus normal loss salvage value divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. Shall I repeat once again? Cost per unit is equal to gross cost minus normal loss salvage value divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. So whenever you come across formula, kindly highlight the formula. Like process loss also you have to highlight. Input quantity minus output quantity is equal to process loss quantity. Similarly, cost per unit is equal to gross cost minus normal loss salvage value divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. Dear
Normal
student,
loss unit.
yeah. In this problem, I said it's a segment one. Am I right? Segment one cost per unit computation formula
Yes, sir.
is different. Segment two, we are going to see some other formula. Therefore, cost per unit only, but we are going to apply the different formula. Therefore, you should be thorough with the formula and you should be in the position to know the problem is based on segment one or segment two. Am I right? So segment two, whenever I come, I carry the difference between segment one and
Yes,
segment
sir.
two. Now, up to this stage, you comfortable with respect to computation of cost per unit?
Yes, sir.
So in segment one, you are comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Gross cost. So we have to identify the gross cost. How much the gross cost Kanna?
3,42,000.
Very good. 3,42,000 minus normal loss salvage value 3,500. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
500.
Divided
Yes, sir.
by input quantity 7,000 minus normal loss quantity 350. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, how much the cost per unit Kanna?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, cost per unit comes to how much?
So 50.90.
50.90. All of you got it?
Yes,
Check
sir.
it up. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
here,
Yes, sir.
another important mistake by the student side is commonly committed mistake is, as in students, you may have the privilege to write 2 digits. Am I right? 50.9009 Kanna.
Yes, sir.
90.
90, sir.
You may have the right to write, may have the privilege to write 50.90. For writing purpose, display purpose, you can use 2 digits. But for computation purpose, you have to take the exact value. Kindly use the calculator. Can you please tell me 15.90 alone or some other points are there after digits? Some other digits are there.
So 9022.
Yes, sir.
There are
You have
there.
to take the exact one. 9022. Can you please
55.
55
639.
639.
9.
Okay. For writing purpose, you may have the privilege to write only 2 digits. Okay, 50.90 or 90 is sufficient. But for multiplication purpose, you have to take the exact value. Then only process account will tally. Otherwise, 50 rupees or 100 rupees difference will come. Are you able to follow or not?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, calculator only going to do.
Yes,
right?
sir.
You should know how to use the M plus and all to solve the problem. Okay. Now, valuation part. Can you please value 50 into cost per unit? 50 point something. How much the cost?
2,545.
Now we can round it off here. 2,545. Same manner. 6,600 quantity into full value I will take. Thereafter, you can do rounding off. How much can now? $6,600 into 50.902256 comes to how much can now? Is it right? Check it up. 3,35,955.
3,35,955. 54.887217.
Yeah, now there you can round it off. Answer column, you can do the rounding off. So make a total. Total comes to 2,545. unit column as well as amount column, you have to find the total. After applying cost per unit, the total has to tally. Then only your process account is correct. Tallied or not?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt up to this stage?
No, sir.
No. Shall I go to the next process? Copied.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall I go to the next process then?
Yes, sir.
Now, process one.
Yes, sir.
Same manner, we are going to apply for next process also. Now we have to go for process 2 account. Process 2 account. Here, input transferred from process 1 account. Am I right?
Process 1.
Output of the one process
Yes,
will
sir.
become input for the next process. So that we have to take from previous process. Then kindly refer the question. In process 2, what are all the expenditures are there? Direct material is there. How much the material for?
Other materials is 1,36,000, sir.
Lakh and 36,000, sir. Direct material or other material. Then direct wages.
Yes, sir.
How much the direct wages now?
54,000.
54,000. Yes.
54,000, sir.
Yes. Direct expenses.
16,000.
16,000.
16,000.
You should not forget them. Production overhead.
Production overheads.
Dear student, in examination, you have to write properly. Direct way. DM you should not put. DW you should not put. Okay. Direct wages, direct expenses, direct material. You have to write fully. Okay. So production overhead.
Yes, sir.
Based on above working. Process 2, how much the production overhead gonna?
1,08,000.
1,08,000, sir.
If at all you want, you can put refer working note. Now, so debit side, all the info over no. Okay. Now, shall I go for credit side?
Yes, sir.
By normal loss
Yes,
at the rate of what percentage gonna?
10%.
10% on input.
10%.
Comes to 660. 10%
Yes,
only.
sir.
Salvage value, scrap value, salvage value. What about
10 per unit only, sir.
10 only, no? Okay. Therefore, 6,000.
Yes, sir.
600.
660. 600.
6,600. Then output
Yes, sir.
transferred to next process. Not next process. Process 3. Output transferred to, you can write process 3.
3.
How much can that is also given in this question. Mainly check it up.
5,000.
5,200.
5,200.
200.
Now, so up to this stage, we have parked the information in the respective place. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
next, what you have to do?
Working note.
Okay.
We have to calculate the process loss.
Yes. Immediately, you have to prepare working note. What working note first? Process
note.
loss computation and
For process loss.
Cost per unit computation.
same the two
Cost per
calculations.
unit.
Yes, the two calculations you have to repeat. Okay. Good. First, process loss computation.
Yes, sir.
What minus what is equal to process loss?
Input quantity minus output quantity.
Input quantity minus output quantity.
Input quantity 6,600. Output quantity 5,200. Therefore, process loss comes to
5,200.
process loss comes to
1,400.
1,400. Out of which normal loss,
1,400.
yes, Kanna. Out of which normal loss already we got it 660. Therefore, balance is equal to abnormal loss. Over and above the normal loss is called
Abnormal loss.
how much abnormal loss?
740 units.
740.
So we have to give the posting here by abnormal loss based on working 740. Now we have to compute what and what cost per unit of abnormal loss
Cost per unit for
and output transfer to next.
process
both-
output for which has to be transferred.
So both we have to do one cost per unit. So for that, you know, formula for cost per unit. What is the formula for cost per unit? Gross cost minus
Gross
normal loss always
cost.
value divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity. Gross cost comes so much kana?
6,49,955.
Good. So here gross cost comes to 6,49,955. Okay.
5. Yes, sir.
Minus normal loss always value 6,600. Clear?
600. Yes, sir.
Divided by input quantity 6,600 minus normal loss quantity 660. 660.
660.
So how much the cost per unit kana?
108.3089.
Very good, very good. 108.3089. That's all, no? 4 digits only, no? Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
No, sir. 3089 22558.
22558. For multiplication purpose, we have to take full value. Okay. For in process account, you can take only 2 digits.
Yes, sir.
108.31. You
Yes.
can, am I right? Here also 108.31.
Yes, sir.
So this is only for display purpose, but computation purpose, you have to take the exact value. Understood? Now,
Yes,
you
sir.
can do the valuation of abnormal loss into rate per unit. 108 point is something. Similarly, output point to next process into rate per unit. Check it up, check it up, check it up. Is it right? Whether it right or not, we can identify by way of total itself. After doing the working notes, the
Yes,
process
sir.
account has to tally, automatically tally on. Once if it tallied, your valuation is correct. So tallied or not?
Yes, sir.
Quantity column also tallied, no? Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
process too easy or not?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, shall I go to next process?
Yes, sir.
Copy, do you want to what? Wait for copying.
Completed, sir.
Completed? Good.
Yes, sir.
Then we have to go for
Process 3 up.
process 3 account. With respect to process 3, same format only. Input transferred from process 2 account. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Process 2 account. How much input transferred from process 2? Unit 5,200. Rate 108 point something.
108.31.
And amount column, we can copy this. Okay. Now.
Yes, sir.
What all the other expenses are there? Direct material or other material comes to how much? For process
84,200.
84,200. Direct wages,
48,000.
then direct expenses,
14,000.
Production overhead based on
96,000.
verified, huh?
Yes, sir.
96,000. Sure. Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
debit side all expenditure over. Credit side by normal loss at the rate of
5%.
5%.
not input. So 5,200 into 5% is equal to
260 units.
260.
260.
Salvage value, same salvage value, 10 rupees. Am I right? Check it up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sometime different value will be there. Process 1, 10 rupees. Process 2, 11 rupees. Process 3, 13 rupees will be there. So you have to identify accordingly. You have to park. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Output transferred to not output. It's nothing but finished goods account. Am I right? Yeah. Output transferred.
Finished goods. Yes, sir.
FG account, finished goods. You know which one is FG here? Which one is FG, finished goods?
4,800 units, sir.
Product Z.
Product Z or product X? Kindly refer.
Product Z
Which one is a byproduct then?
produces. Product
Product
X.
Z is the
Product Z is the byproduct and product X is main product.
Therefore, here finished goods is what? X only. Am I right or not?
yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
byproduct is
Z.
Product Z.
Okay. So we are getting byproduct also.
Yes, sir.
And the finished goods of this particular product and this particular process is called the X. Any difficulty?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood now?
No, sir.
Good. Now,
Yes, sir.
how much finished goods you said? X, how much finished goods is X?
4,800.
4,800.
800.
Okay. Is the output of process 3 is a 4,800. And the byproduct also they produce. How much the byproduct?
600 units.
600 units.
600 quantity is a byproduct. Any difficulty?
No, sir.
All of you?
No, sir.
Now, so here are the specialities. We got output of the process 3 and byproduct also. Okay, the two different things are there. Now, again, we have to identify one.
Process
Process
loss.
loss
Process loss.
and cost per unit.
Very good. Process loss. What minus what is equal to process loss? Input quantity minus
Input quantity minus output quantity.
now
Output quantity.
output quantity. With respect to output quantity, here we are having two outputs. Am I right? Output
sir.
of this particular
Yes, sir.
process plus byproduct. Both are output only. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
total output comes to how much?
5,400.
4,800 plus 600 is equal to 5,400. Listen here, the beauty of this process is we have given 52,000 quantity input, am I right?
Yes, sir.
But we got 54,000.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, we got more quantity or less quantity?
More quantity.
Suppose
More.
if you go to the previous process, input quantity 6,600, output quantity 5,200. Therefore, output has reduced. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, 1,400 is a process loss.
Yes, sir.
But in this problem, input quantity only 5,200, output 5,400. Therefore, the different 200 is called not process loss. It's a process gain quantity. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
In this process,
Yes, sir.
gain has happened. How much gain? 200. Are you with me or not?
200.
Mathematically, you can't put 200 minus
Yes,
and that.
sir.
200 quantity is a plus only symbol. Am I right? It's a gain. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So it's a gain quantity.
Yes,
200.
sir.
We got produced because of the efficiency of the process, because of the input quantity of the input, because of various other factors. 200 quantity is abnormal gain for the process. Therefore, process abnormal gain is 200, whereas normal loss quantity how much kana?
260 units, sir.
Therefore, abnormal gain comes to how much? abnormal gain comes to how much?
The 460 units, sir.
60, 460.
Vandana's answer is correct. 460 is the correct answer. Understood
460.
or not? For your easy
Yes,
understanding,
sir.
just for example, just easy understanding, listen here. Suppose input quantity 5,400 kana, okay? Output quantity 5,200. Then what could be the process loss?
200 units.
200 become process loss. Normal loss 260. Therefore, the difference 60 is called abnormal gain. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So here input 5,400 means the abnormal gain becomes 60. But whereas here input is less, output is more. Therefore, abnormal gain comes to 460. Now you got the clarity?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So abnormal gain, abnormal loss means credit side we parked. Abnormal gain means where you have to park?
Debit side.
Debit side.
Abnormal gain. That 460 units. Up to this stage, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have to identify cost per unit for three things. What are all them? Abnormal gain,
For
output transfer to next process, and product, byproduct, Z.
finished goods and byproduct.
Byproduct. Okay. Now, with respect to byproduct,
Yes, sir.
listen here. With respect to byproduct, selling price of byproduct Z, how much kana? Selling price of byproduct is at how much? Kindly go through the
135 per unit.
very good.
Selling cost is 15.
Selling price I'm asking. Cost is different, price is different.
Selling
Price
135 units, sir, per unit.
To do the further processing, they are incurring further processing cost. How much the further processing cost incurred by the company?
10 per unit. 15 per unit, sir.
Which is given in this question. Kindly go through the question. Read the first paragraph.
85 per unit, sir.
80?
5.
Just a minute. So further processing cost 85 only. Am I right?
Yes,
Further
sir.
processing cost 85. In addition to that, selling and distribution cost. Am I right? How much the selling expenses given in this question?
15 per unit.
15 only. Am I right? So
Yes,
how much
sir.
the realizable value? Out of 135, further processing cost 85 gone, selling and distribution 15 rupees gone. Balance how much kana?
35 rupees.
35 rupees. Understood? Are you with me or not?
Yes, sir.
I'll put different color so that you can understand. Okay. So for Z's value comes to 35. Any doubt in the 35?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Wait to understand. Normal loss, they are selling at 10 rupees. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Normal loss, they are selling at 10 rupees. Am I right? Similarly, for that, there is no additional expenses. As a scrap, they are going to sell. Whereas byproduct, their selling price at 135, but after incurring the cost, the realizable only 35. Am I right? So 35 into 600 is the
Yes, sir.
value out of normal loss. Am I right? Any doubt? Now you understood or not?
No, sir.
Now you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
எதுக்கு நோ எஸ்க்குன்னு தெரியல பாருங்க.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, listen. Now we have to go for cost per unit. What is the formula for cost per unit? What is the formula?
Gross cost minus normal loss
Salvage value divided by
total input quantity less normal loss quantity.
Now, whenever byproduct comes into picture, here we have to do adjustment in the formula. So I need full attention. Gross cost minus normal loss salvage value minus byproduct salvage value we can take. Okay, so they're easy for you. Are you able to follow or not?
Yes, sir.
Divided by
Yes, sir.
input quantity minus normal loss quantity minus, you can create the formula now. Minus, what could be the answer?
Byproduct units.
Byproduct quantity. Now you got the idea or not?
Yes, sir.
So we are removing normal
Yes,
loss
sir.
quantity as well as what value, both the numerator and denominator. Same manner, byproduct value as well as quantity also we are removing from numerator and denominator. Balance should be what? Cost of the remaining product. Understood logic or not?
Remaining.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
gross cost. Can you please tell me the gross cost? Now? 8,05,406. Check panni. Gross cost comes to how much?
Yes, sir. 8,05,406.
8,05,406
Yes,
minus
sir.
normal loss salvage value
2,600.
2,600.
minus byproducts realization
Byproduct
2,000
21,000.
21,000 divided by input quantity
5,200.
minus normal loss quantity
600.
normal loss 600 260 liya, and byproduct quantity
600.
600. Therefore, what is the cost per unit? Kanna? Cost per unit. What's from?
182.664953,271.
182.664.
495
All of you kindly check it up.
3271.
I think it's not a correct one. Check it up once again. Check it up, check it up, check it up.
Sir, I am getting 180.1396, sir.
Both are using different calculator. That's why. Okay. Use the same company calculator.
No, sir. No, sir.
What is the answer? 180 or 182? What is the right answer?
181 only, sir.
181. I want the correct
184.388.
Come to the conclusion. What is this?
Sir, we'll get 7,81,806, sir, divided by 4,340 units. I am getting 180.1396.
1396. Correct, sir.
Sure. So what are the answers? Can you repeat?
Yes, sir.
180.
80 point.
180 point.
Yes, sir.
180.
1396.
1396.
31.
31.
336.
336. Sure. Good.
6.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
In examination, you can't the question to compare with other student, right or not? That to be very thorough with respect.
Yes, sir.
But also, even otherwise, even if you commit the mistake, cost account won't tally. Understand logic or not? So that we can rectify the
Yes,
mistake
sir.
immediately. Suppose instead of 180 point something, if you're going to put 181 or 182, it won't tally at all. Understood?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, finished goods value also 180 point something. Abnormal gain, am I right? Yeah,
Yes,
abnormal gain value also 180 point something. Therefore, value how to compute, multiply with exact quantity you can take. Similarly, output transfer to next process 4,800 into. Can you check it up here also? Now make it total. Total will tell whether your computation correct or not. ₹1 different, am I right? Hello. Okay, 6 plus 4. Yeah, we can take 8,88,270 here. Am I right? Is that right, Gana?
Yes, sir.
Good. Total for quantity column. Tell it or not? What about total quantity column? 5,200 plus 460 is equal to 5,660. Am I right? Why no response?
yes, sir.
So process account tallied. Check it up, check it up, check it up. Good.
Yes, sir.
So process 3 also tallied. Any difficulty in process 3?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Listen here, the speciality of the process 3, in addition to output of the process 3, we are getting byproduct. The treatment of byproduct only you have to remember. Treatment with respect to byproduct, rate you have to take, how much the realizable value of byproduct. How to compute realizable value? Sales, selling price minus all other expenses is equal to realizable value. The second impact is cost per unit computation. Whenever byproduct comes into picture, the cost per unit become gross cost minus normal loss salvage value minus byproduct salvage value divided by input quantity minus normal loss quantity minus byproduct quantity. So that the process account will tally.
Product quantity.
Understood? Good.
Yes, sir.
This I have wrote for understanding purpose. Any doubt up to this stage?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now, even though as per the process account, each and every process you have to prepare separate account. Therefore, process 1 account, 2 account, 3 account over. We have to prepare byproduct account also. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. What about the byproduct? Which one is the byproduct, Kana?
Product Z.
Product Z.
So then we can complete fully. Byproduct Z account. Okay. Byproduct. Now, with respect to byproduct, first you have to give the contra entry. Am I right? What about contra entry?
Yes,
To process 3 account. Am I right?
3 account. Yes, sir.
How many you need to in process 3 account? We got it
600 units.
here. It's there, no 600 quantity. rate
35.
35 and value have to go
21,000.
like posting only. Am I right? Now
Yes, sir.
process 3 account, from there we got done. Now that byproduct, how much the sale value of the byproduct? How much selling price? We got it. No, how much selling price? Nice. 135.
Sale price is 135.
135. Okay. The byproduct, what you are going to do?
Yes, sir.
By sales will happen. Am I right? So sale value
Yes,
of
sir.
byproduct is that. How much sale value of byproduct is that? 600 quantity.
130.
Yeah, 600 quantity you are going to sell. 133 rupees selling price. So 600 into 135.
81,000.
81,000.
By sales will come sales, nothing but cash or sales you have to park it. So by way of selling, you are going to get cash. So we'll get what? 81,000 is the credit side. Any doubt, Kanna? Are you with me?
No, sir.
So that we'll
Yes,
get
sir.
cash. Then credit side sales over. Debit side. Further processing cost will be debited. Am I right? What about the further processing cost?
Yes, sir.
600 quantity. Per unit cost comes to how much, Kanna? 85 is a further processing cost.
85.
How much? 85.
51,000.
So comes to amount column 51,000. Understood? Then selling expenses
Yes,
or
sir.
selling and distribution overhead or expenses. Same manner 600 quantity into how much, Kanna?
15 rupees. 15 rupees. 9,000.
9,000. That's all, no? All of the data over, no?
Yes,
Now
sir.
you have to make a total. It has to tally. Check on how many total over the quantity column.
81,000, sir.
Here also quantity column 600. Value column 81,000. Here also 81,000. Tell it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Handling the process account is very easy because if there is a mistake, that itself will highlight in the exam. So immediately you can do the rectification so that you can save your 6 months. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Need out, Kanna? Byproduct also kindly copy. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we have completed segment 1 in process account. Am I right? Segment
Yes,
1
sir.
in process account represent mere preparation of process account. Every process you have to prepare separate account. Sometimes they will ask abnormal loss, abnormal gain accounting treatment also. Here they merged with the byproduct they ask.
Byproduct.
Comfortable, Kanna?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Balance we can discuss in the next session.